Hey y'all, I really want to ride today. It's supposed to be warm. I think I'm going to start off with Blaze. I just gave everybody hay. They're eating. I've got to show y'all my Olive and Ladybug because they're back. I couldn't be more excited. Here she is. And there's Ladybug. Ladybug's on stall rest, so that means Olive's on stall rest, and she is not having it. She's ready to run wide open and get out of here. I'm hoping maybe I can put them in the round pen a little bit today, maybe for 15 minutes or so. Ladybug is not even supposed to be outside of like stall rest for more than 10 minutes. I haven't let her outside at all since I've got her back, and I got her back on Thursday. So she's been here for quite a few days, but this little rat wants to run around like crazy. So I really want to give her the opportunity to do that if she wants to. Have just been really busy, and I got to ride her only one time last week, and it was raining when I rode her. Today's probably going to be like a good riding day, I'm hoping. I had to run back in the house to get a battery for my camera, but I have to show y'all a surprise that we found yesterday. There's 4 miniature short-haired Dachshunds. They are the cutest thing ever. There's 2 boys and 2 girls. 1 boy and 1 girl are that darker color, him or her, and then him. And then a boy and a girl are this lighter color up front. Got her all saddled up, ready to go. I gotta go open gates now. Really squirrely for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I haven't rode her in a while and she's just getting back into it. I'm very happy with the way that she worked. She kind of felt like she was a little bit squirrely. Like, what I mean by that is when I was like trying to lope circles to the left, she would kind of like move over, sort of. I don't know. It was just weird. It felt like she was really shifting underneath me, and it could have been the ground because it wasn't plowed. My grandma said she was going to plow it today, so I don't know. I am going to hose her off just because it is hot out here, and I want to get all that nasty sweat off that I just made her sweat. Jazz and Lee are my other 2 babies that I really want to ride today, and I'm sure that I'll have time and stuff. But I want my grandma to have time to plow the arena because she said she was going to do that. Today I want Ladybug and Olive to get outside in the round pen a little bit, just for maybe 10 to 15 minutes. And while they're out there, I'm obviously going to be watching them, but I want to scoop out their stalls too. I'm letting out the girls who are just going to hang outside today. Lee is super easy to catch. That's one reason I rode Blaze first, because she's a little more difficult. And since I just had to get her from her stall, it wasn't a big deal. But Lee is my easiest baby to catch. I can literally be like, Lee, come on, and she comes running to the gate. I am seriously in like slow-mo this morning. I just think it's Monday, and I don't have that much to do, thank goodness. And I'm just kind of enjoying my time, and the warm weather is so nice. Someone has knocked off her soft ride, so I'm going to fix those. Let's go ride Jazz. I gotta get my saddle first. Gotta make a pit stop. She's not far at all. Thank goodness. Normally I have to walk 1.5 miles to get her. Let's get Jazz ready to be rode. We had a nice workout. I got her sweating pretty good. I'm about to hose her off. Cooper is so jealous of Olive. I'm about to run to town now to go to Tractor Supply, get my feed, get my stuff. I'm really hoping I'm not going to hit school traffic. That is the worst thing ever. If you know, you know. I got a caramel macchiato. I stopped. Probably shouldn't have, but it's so good. I got 2 bags of senior feed. I'm hoping that when I take Ladybug back next week, they will say that she's fine with the laminitis situation, so I won't have to keep feeding her that. Then I got Honey 3 bags of her feed, and also got 2 bales of alfalfa and flaxseed oil. Today's a really good day to work on barrels, but I can't work barrels with the arena that hard just because I think it might hurt my horse's feet, and better safe than sorry. Just got out Lee, let's ride. Y'all be patient. I'm being very slow getting ready this morning, but here's your reminder to read your Bible. I'm about to read mine. My mom asked me to feed the puppies, and I literally almost forgot. But we're gonna do that because I remembered now. First thing that I do, we feed them is a pouch of like wet food. They are 5 weeks old. The reason that we couldn't find them is my Dachshunds, as you know, they stay outside. They love being outside. I really, truly believe if my Dachshunds were inside, they would be miserable. Like, they are the most crazy dogs ever. We have 5 of them. They enjoy being outside. They love it. Because of that, when they have puppies, they go have them in the hay. And we usually don't find them for a little bit of time. Usually it's not 5 weeks. Usually we find them within like 3 weeks or so. But this time was a little bit different. It just took us a longer time to find where she put them. They're eating. I just got out Queen. I'm lunging her right now just to try to get out some of the scaries. I'm gonna get her saddled up and ready to be rode. It's so humid out here and sticky. I feel like her hair is just sticking to me. I'll ride her in this round pen for a little bit, probably for 20 to 30 minutes, and then I'm going to take her out into this pasture, and then we're going to go out into the very back pasture too, maybe jog around there. Off of her and onto my feet. I was going to walk her to the arena, but in order to go to the arena, I have to go to through my papa's shop, kind of. He was working in there, and she was kind of spooking at everything, so I just backed her up, made her go back in there like 10 times, just to get used to it. And I was like, you know what, that's good for today. We will try again another time this week, because that was a lot for her. And honestly, I wasn't even going to ride her in the arena. I was just going to walk her on my feet, get her used to it. But that was a nice introduction to where we're going with this. Now I'm back on her. I'm going to ride her back to the barn. We're just trail riding in this field. He just cut this finally, so I'm excited to be getting to ride in here without a thick mess of grass. Just got off Queen. She did really good. Of course, she was spooking over some things, but that's exactly why I'm putting the time into her, so that she will get over all those things. And she's only 3. We're learning. She turns 4 this year. She's really, really stepping up her game. Hopefully, it will continue to go like it is, but we will see. I'm about to let out the horses here. My dad's working really close to the barn, so it's extremely loud. I would love to get Olive and Ladybug out into the round pen for a little bit, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to walk them past what they're doing. I am letting out everyone. Ladybug and Olive are good. I gave Ladybug extra water bucket. Just scooped out their stall too. I'm at our house Just got McDonald's. I stopped. I was so hungry. I really wanted Chick-fil-A. Our Chick-fil-A is closed for remodeling though, and they've been closed for like a month, and they said it was going to take like 3, so I really don't even think Chick-fil-A is going to be open by the time me and Joe get married. I just got home. Me and my dad are going to ride in a little bit, but I was going to try to let Ladybug and Olive outside for a little bit to go into the round pen just to enjoy their time outside before we rode. We have plenty of time. It's 4:30 right now. It doesn't get dark until like 8, honestly. Here's Blaze saddled, and then we have Lee right here. My dad just ran up to the house because somebody showed up. We should be riding in any second. Hey y'all, it's the next morning. Everybody just got their feed. It's been quite some time since I talked to y'all. Last night, me and my dad rode Lee and Blaze. I rode Lee. They did pretty good. Lee had an awesome run because my grandma finally plowed the arena, so we got to work around some barrels. She did, though, start bucking when I asked her to lope in there, and I was like, could this possibly be from your leg being swollen yesterday? But we handled it. We moved on. I didn't get thrown. It was fine. And my dad did pretty good on Blaze. I am having a annoyed, like irritated morning because cannot get my computer to work right, and it is so aggravating. I've bought so many things to try to fix my storage issues. Nothing's working. So if you see this, I figured it out, and I'm probably jumping for joy and praising the Lord because this has been a struggle. It's a rough day when you spend the morning talking to Apple support. Let me give y'all a rundown of the day. I'm going to town today to return Ladybug soft rides, and while I'm going through, I'm gonna go around lunch. I'm gonna meet up with a friend and eat lunch with her. She's got to get a few things from me. And then since we rode Lee and Blaze yesterday, I'm not going to ride them today. I rode Queen yesterday, really good. I'm not going to ride her today either. And Honey obviously is missing a shoe, so I'm going to try to ride Jazz later today, but she's going to be my only baby that I ride today because everyone else is wanting and needing a break. I am home finally. I got a bunch of errands done. I'm about to go ride Jazz though and see how she is. I just let out all the horses into the pasture with ryegrass, came to check on Olive and Ladybug, make sure they have water and everything. I have made an executive decision to say that Ladybug is not showing signs of laminitis anymore. I went ahead and returned her soft rides. If we start seeing more issues, obviously I will proceed further, but I think tomorrow will be a week since she's been on stall rest, and I'm probably going to start keeping her in the round pen for maybe 30 minutes instead of 10 tomorrow, just to see how she acts, see how she looks. I would love to put her on green grass, but as some of y'all may know, that's what the problem is with laminitis. You can't put them on green grass. So we're just going to have to play it by ear, kind of see what she is comfortable with and capable. Let's go ride Jazz, though. Got her ready to go. I can't help but to just stare at her at all times. She is so stinking cute. Hey, sweet girl. I've got to stop getting Starbucks at like 2 p.m. because I am not tired when I'm supposed to be tired. I stayed up like an extra hour last night and did not want to get up this morning. When I'm working Queen, I like to start by just getting her out of her stall, walking her up and down the barn driveway, which is also my dad's shop driveway, and letting her just see everything, kind of stretch out after she's been in her stall all night. I'm not sure what it is, but she does a lot better if I lunge her before I ride her. She's the only one that I do lunge, but she is younger, so I guess it just gets out some of her spiciness before I have to hop on her, but she does much better if I do lunge her first. for quite a ride because I got her out in the pasture, in the very back pasture between my house and my grandma's house. Probably like 200 acres out there. They're baling hay, and they're getting up the baled hay. I don't know what it is about the bales, the round bales of hay, but even like Lee, the day before yesterday when I rode Lee out there, she was acting like she was scared of them. I walked her up to them, and then she literally took a bite out of them. Like, I feed them with round bales of hay, so I don't know why she would be spooked, but that's just how it is sometimes. I ended up having to get off of her because she was literally trying to run me in trees. We were trail riding when she saw her first round bale, and she freaked out, took off backwards, started running, and I pulled her, got her to the side. Then I got off, walked her up to it. We walked to many more. Then I got back on her when she calmed down a lot because they were everywhere in the pasture. We went really, really close to some, so hopefully she got the gist of the ride. I just let Olive and Ladybug out into the round pen for a little bit, just for them to run around and have a good time for maybe 30 minutes or so. This stall rush should be over in a week, so we ain't got too much longer. While Olive and Ladybug were outside in the round pen, I went ahead and cleaned and scooped all these stalls out. Every morning, I'm trying to make sure they go outside around the time that other horses go outside so I can clean up these stalls because the flies are starting to be an issue now. It's April, but in Georgia, it gets hot pretty quickly. She is really hot from being outside. She's obviously not drinking water. She's just playing in it. I'm about to go do my bridal makeup trial. I'm a little bit nervous. I just have never had my makeup done by somebody else. And I don't really know how to do makeup myself, so we'll just see how this goes. I'm like 10 minutes early somehow, so I'm just chilling in my car until it's time to go in. Y'all, that took an hour and a half. Very long time. I love it. It is a lot. It took me a lot to get used to. The lashes, she originally had me on some really, really big lashes, and I was like, don't know about that. But I like these. These are a little more natural. It's just so weird, like, seeing myself right now. I'm like, is that Cassie? Don't know. I'm now home checking on Miss Olive. So the reason that I haven't been riding that much today is we're going to my Farrier's house in a little bit to get Honey shoed, and we're going to take Lee and Blaze with us and hopefully get to ride Lee and Blaze while we're there. Not sure if we're going to be able to or not, but it's up to my Farrier and what he's doing and how long it takes for him to do Honey, all that good stuff. I realized that y'all have not got to see the real engagement ring, and here it is. I wanted a plain band so that I could get whatever wedding band I wanted. I also like that it's smaller. I tried on some that were like 1.5 carat. Wasn't a fan. This one's like 0.69 carats. And honestly, it's such a pretty diamond that I didn't want anything distracting from it. Good morning, y'all. It's the next day. Here's my Olive. Chilling. She loves scratches. I'm finally bringing all of my coffee cups from this week out of my bathroom. I just always bring them in there, and then I never finish them. I'm feeding the puppies, and while I'm feeding them, everybody's staring at me. So since I got Honey shoed last night, I think I'm gonna ride her today. I normally do not ride before a barrel race like the horses that I'm running, but because I haven't got to ride Honey in over a week, I do want to get her a nice little workout in before the horse show tomorrow. Hopefully I won't make her sore or anything like that. I'm just gonna lightly work her, do a little bit of circles, but a little bit of jogging, a little bit of loping, but keep it simple. I moved all my tack to the bumper pull last night because that's what we pulled to my Farrier's house. I'm just moving it back now so I can ride Honey and have everything for tomorrow. Blaze last night at my Farrier's house, and Lee did so good for me. I actually even pushed her on the barrels a few times, and she did so well. I was amazed. Blaze did good for my dad too, so it was overall a really good ride. My dad stole me for hay for like 2 hours, so now I'm getting to ride Honey. I have somewhere to be though in like 2 hours, so I'm gonna have to kind of make this as quick as possible. I left Ladybug and Olive out in the round pen. I think they need some time out there just to chill. I am headed to town to get a spray tan. I've never had a spray tan before, and this is like one of the trial things I wanted to do before the wedding to make sure that it doesn't look orange or anything. Got Dairy Queen though, got us a hamburger and fries, and I always get the $7 meal deal, and I just get the coupon for the Sunday or Blizzard or whatever. The lady that spray tans me told me not to sweat. So I'm doing the best I can not to sweat while I scoop my stalls, but it's like 84 outside. My car was reading hotter than that. Just put up Olive and Ladybug. They've been out for quite some time. Letting my horses out into this green grass, the bigger pasture. Thank y'all so much for watching. This week has been super busy, but it's been fun. I'll see you next week. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, subscribe, do all the things. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next week.